You know, Lyndhurst is always a proud place to live, and its pride is based on its ability to take a stand on things and be the first to come out and actually move forward with it. So it's with great pride that I'm here today on behalf of the Township of Lyndhurst and standing side by side with the chief, with my commissioners, especially Commissioner Giangiarusso, who helped set this all up today. It's an important thing for us all to recognize. The flag that we're about to fly is symbolic of something that was very terrible and happened on that day, but the symbol is really meant to make sure that we remember and don't forget that we have to be ever vigilant. Lyndhurst sat in a very unique geographic position where unfortunately we had a first-hand view of the things that took place, so I think it was very appropriate that we get the opportunity to fly this flag here first. It's with that I'm going to end my remarks this morning because you've heard quite a bit from me. I want to hear from this very focused individual who I would really be proud to have on my team here as part of this administration, because there are a lot of things we need to accomplish yet, and with his energies and his focus, I know we can accomplish all of them. So thank you very much for coming out this morning. Thank you for choosing Lyndhurst. Chief, congratulations on your work. Commissioner, you too? No. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Joseph Arian crossed the river to go to a rally at the Korean War Memorial as an attorney and somebody running for state senator at that time in New Jersey. And he gave his heartfelt feeling, and it happens to be on our website, on the YouTube, what he said. This man went out and he reached out to the senators and assembly people here, because I didn't know him. What he has done, if he does it, is incredible for a part of the history of the United States and possibly the world. I cannot tell you how deeply moved I am, and I'm inspired by people that do like this, or like what the chief did. These things would not happen without these two key people. Joan Voss, Assemblywoman, who I've had the chance to go over the bridge, and because I'm a little senile, I don't know how to get to different places. She was the closest one for me to get to. Come on up here, Joe, will you? I love this guy. Joe's got to get a flag.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's all right. Go ahead.
You ever hear an attorney that says, I don't need to say anything? Would you lose your voice in court? Say something. Get over here.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out. This is really a special and important occasion. What Mr. Sorensen is doing with our legislators and your legislators is truly historic and significant. This is not a political issue. It's an American issue. It's about recognizing the people that we lost, the people that serve our country in our armed forces, and most important, at our local level. The first responders, all of you that are here today, it's really, really appreciated. And don't think for a minute that every citizen in this town, in this county, in this country, in this state doesn't really, really appreciate what you do. So thank you very, very much.
I just want to say I'm from Nutley, right across the river. I'm with the Veterans of Foreign Wars, of State Judge Advocate. And I can remember sitting in my house and watching the 9/11 attacks. And I know many people in our metropolitan area stood probably on the edge of the meadows here or in the second story or above in our towns along this waterfront, and to watch that in person. And I can remember being like numb, and I don't know if it was unbelief or maybe the fear of more to come. But we remember here in this metropolitan area because we were experiencing it. We practically could smell the smoke, and we're practically in the shadow of the World Trade Center. And don't forget the plane that crashed in the Meadows in Pennsylvania, those heroes that took that plane back over and crashed it into the ground without harming people. Perhaps it's been thought of maybe the White House was the next target. And the people that died in the Pentagon as well that day. So we had a lot to remember. And I can tell you, with traveling around the country, you get a little away from our metropolitan area here, and people don't remember quite as much as we do. So this flag, hopefully it gets to fly in every capital in the entire United States to keep people remembering, because our country, we have a lot of remembering to do. You can remember back when they said, remember the Alamo, and maybe remember the Maine, the battleship that was bombed in the waters of Cuba, and remember Pearl Harbor. Those things kept our spirits up, and with this flag it helps us remember, and it puts it out across the whole United States. This is an important day here in Lyndhurst to dedicate this flag. Thank you, Ron.
I'm honored to give you the very last pen.
Thank you, sir.
As long as God gives us these flags, and we can honor our military and our civilians, what a blessing. Look at these. As requested by our veterans community, fly them every day you can, not just for 30 days. Let them go, let them fly. Butch.
DFW commander right here.
Thank you.
There's two more. And vets. Oh my God. God has blessed us. My name is Ronald James Sorensen, Executive Director of the United States Citizens Alliance. Today, on the 18th of April, on Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, we spent about an hour and a half, and representatives of the state to do a press conference to introduce the concept of voting on an official flag that honors the victims of terrorism. The event was absolutely outstanding. For the people who were involved, the Chief, James O'Connor, who was able to set forth the stage of people from the veterans community, law enforcement community, the representatives of the state, and it was an absolutely outstanding, great presentations by individuals that stepped up to the podium to speak. We gave away a number of flags. We hope that the state of New Jersey will adopt this flag as part of American history, probably be the second state in the United States to do it if they do it. Rhode Island was the first. So I'm kind of praying and hoping, and when we do these events, they usually take 2-3 months in advance before we have the opportunity of getting it done. So everything counts on great weather, people that show up. So I think we had a very successful event, and now we will do what we can to reach the legislation of the state of New Jersey, see if we can get this thing done and make the anti-terrorism flag, MIAON, the official flag in the United States of America for the state of New Jersey.